Can you say Happy Father's Day? Is this thing still recording? Alright, so here we are at his Father's Day. I'm coming to you from the Nerd Cave, and I am sitting down because this is a vlog entry, and more often than not vlog entries are usually done sitting down, right? I don't know. It's not natural for me to sit down in front of a camera. I'm more of a stand up and move around type of guy. But anyway, Father's Day. My son recently told me
Father's Day is a day you should spend with your dad.
And since my dad lives a couple of time zones to the east, that's not going to happen. But I'm going to be giving him a call here pretty soon. I want to give you a few examples of when I was growing up, what made my dad really cool. Now, if you are a parent, whether you're a mom or a dad, then you know one of the most dreaded words that ever comes out of your child is why. Not because you don't know why, but because you hear it an average of about 500 times a day. And you know what, of course it's not their fault, they're kids, they don't know how this stuff works, but you do really get sick of being a walking, talking dictionary and encyclopedia. And something that I didn't understand as a kid, and I didn't really think about much as an adult until I became a dad and my son was old enough to talk and start asking me questions, is my dad would make up crazy stuff. For example, one time I asked my dad, "Hey Dad, those little bumps in the road," the little yellow bumps that separate lanes on a street, right? "So Dad, what are those things? What are they for?" You know what my dad told me? He said, "Those are for blind people who drive." Let's see, there was another one. Oh, here we go. So we're driving along Pacific Coast Highway or somewhere near there, but the point is, they have those blinking red lights on the tall metal towers and stuff. You know the ones I'm talking about that keep, small planes and stuff like that from, running into the metal towers. "Dad, what are those blinking red lights?" And my dad told me, "Well, those are for low-flying boats." What's another example? Oh, here we go. Alright, so stoplights. How do stoplights work, right? Little kids don't know that, so I asked my dad how stoplights work. So he told me that underneath the street there was a guy in a little, kind of like a cave, and he was down there and he was watching the street on a TV, and he was eating a sandwich. It's odd, the details you remember. So he's down there watching the street on this little TV, he's eating a sandwich, and he's got a series of chains that he pulls on to switch the lights from green to yellow and red. So I just wanted to thank my dad for those crazy stories. I'm sure there were more. Those are the only ones I remember. I don't know what my reaction to them was at the time, but as I grew older and I thought about them, I had a really great laugh. And so anyway, like my son said to me, today is a day that you should spend with your dad. So, hopefully you're doing something with your dad, either in reality or in your heart. No, unfortunately, there are those of you out there who cannot spend time with your dad because your dad, unfortunately, has passed away. And not to get too sentimental, but that's going to happen to all of us, right? It's going to happen to my son. So think about that, will ya? Sons out there, if you don't want to spend a day with your dad, then at least give him a call. He'd probably appreciate it. But I don't want to bring us all down. I want to enjoy this day, even though I've got, I don't know, about 2 hours of housework and yard work to do. But the rest of it is going to be my day. And happy Father's Day.
It's Father's Day, and I got my cake. Happy Father's Day.
If you don't want to spend the day with your dad, then at least give him a call. He'd probably appreciate it. But I don't want to bring us all down. I want to enjoy this day, even though I've got, I don't know, about 2 hours of housework and yard work to do. But the rest of it is going to be my day. And happy Father's Day. Oh. And I want to leave you with this.